Today we're at LS Fest 2019.
Right now, Jack Stanford out there behind the wheel of his Corvette.
How's it going, guys? Welcome to another episode of Garage Topics. Today's episode, we're going to go over the car getting dyno tuned with the new parts that we added from the last episode, and also do some overviews and all the fun that was had at LS Fest. So the past week and a half, 2 weeks have been a whirlwind getting ready for LS Fest and actually going to LS Fest. I work at Holley Performance, so we actually put on LS Fest. A ton of people make that event happen, a bunch of gearheads, so couldn't be more proud to say that I helped with that. Before LS Fest, we added the intake manifold, and I added a cold air intake, which I'll show you. So you saw the intake manifold, we added that, but I did not show that I added this cold air intake. I'll get some better shots of this in another episode and go more over it, but this is a Holley Intech cold air intake with some special goodies. But all this combination required me to get a dyno tune, so I took the car back to MCR Tuning, who tuned it the first time once I got the engine rebuilt. I'm gonna cut to the footage there at MCR Tuning, and this was just right before LS Fest. It's crunch time for LS Fest. I'm in my buddy Colin's truck. I think it's the F350 duelist short boy. Brought the Corvette over to MCR Tuning because we put the intake manifold and the cold air intake on and done the headers and stuff, so it needs a tune. It runs okay, but it definitely needs a tune when you're doing stuff like this. So let me give you a tour of the place, show you the setup, and hopefully get some good horsepower numbers. It is beautiful out here. Check out this beautiful dually. It's a short bed one, which is pretty rare. It's F350 V10 gas. Colin's trailer. This trailer is super nice. And then this here is MCR Tuning. This is the new place. My car got tuned at the old place, and this place is a whole lot bigger. Cars on dyno getting ready to get some tweaking done. Same dyno as before. There's some other cool cars in here. This Z01 Camaro is sick. This bad boy in here is going to be a showstopper at LS Fest. Don't want to spoil it yet, but this is a LS swapped Ferrari. Still even got the gated shifter in it. This thing is sick. And that's where the magic's at. Twin turbo boys. LS swap Ferrari. This was a flood car, so don't go hating on you if you love Ferraris. This engine was toast when they got it, so it's got a new life now, and honestly I think it's a better life. The interior is still mint. Like I said, it's got the gated shifter that still works. All the gauges work. So this isn't some just slopped together Ferrari. This is the real deal. All right. So Matt's gonna start this up here. That sounds better. you guys are in the Nashville, Bowling Green, Louisville area, I highly recommend MCR. They've been super good to work with, and my car really, it runs like a stock car, which is really what I wanted out of it. So give me a shout. take a look at this boy driving around. Man, that thing looks good driving down the road. Obviously they've done some testing here to make sure everyone's vehicle's tip-top shape. I'm glad to see that, but yeah, it's beautiful out here. Rolling Hills, Mammoth Cave National Park, all the caves and rivers and stuff over there. Alright, because I was rushing around, I only got about an hour or so on the dyno, so we got the car running good. It's not perfect, and I fully knew that, so just need more time to tune it because we moved that mass airflow sensor a whole foot closer to the throttle body, so that's going to take some drivability tweaking, but wide open throttle, this thing is mean. I'm not going to go over dyno numbers until we get the car tuned again, which will be pretty soon, but basically, when I had a dyno tune the first time, it was literally 28 degrees outside, below freezing. And then when I got a dyno tune this time, it was above 90 degrees, so a massive swing. I am happy to report, though, the combination of the intake manifold, the colder intake, and the tri-Y headers, we did pick up some power, but I'm going to go over the exact numbers in a future episode, so stay tuned for that. We got the car dyno tuned. It was ready to take it to LS Fest. I was so busy that I didn't get to actually use the car at LS Fest, which I'm not bummed about. I really just enjoy talking to people and helping that event go on. So here's some shots from LS Fest. I got to take the car and put it in front of the Holley booth, which was awesome. I'll mention it again in the video, but I met a couple of you guys who watched the channel, and it really made my day. I was getting pretty tired at some points, but then to figure out that some people actually watch these videos and like the build was all the more effort for me to try to continue to make this thing a bigger thing. So thanks to everyone that stopped by. It meant a lot. So here's some shots from LS Fest. It was a blast. It was the biggest one we've ever had. Numbers still on out, but it was massive. And if you were there, you had a great time. And if you weren't, hopefully these shots entice you to come either to the East event in Bowling Green, Kentucky, or the West event in Las Vegas. The tire marks over here from the finish. That's it for today's episode. I've got a bunch more episodes in the queue, so stay tuned for that. We got some big things popping with this car, big things popping with other cars that are out there that you may never have seen yet. So stay tuned for that. I really appreciate everyone watching, and it means a whole lot to me to meet you guys in person, so thanks a lot for that. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube channel. Check me out on Instagram and Facebook, posting a lot more stuff there and just sharing cool car stuff. So give me a like or a follow there if you can. Thanks a lot. Make sure that your dog drinks enough water if you take him to LS Fest. And don't take him to LS Fest. There's too many people, so just let him sit at home on the sofa and stay cool for that. Catch you later. Peace out.